Well, greetings, friends, and welcome. First of all, thank you for coming this far. If you've made it to this video and this webpage, it means you're at least somewhat interested in learning more about my upcoming trip to Peru in 2019. So thank you for stopping by. I guess first off, some more information about that. Yeah, so June of next year, I will be heading down to Peru for a week with a team. We're going to be going down there to the rural highlands of Peru. We're not entirely sure what city it's going to be in yet, but it'll be someplace pretty remote, pretty high in elevation, and we'll be setting up a medical clinic there for a week's period of time, and also some of our team members will be working in the schools, and the culmination of this whole event, this whole week, we'll be seeing all sorts of different people come through that medical clinic, helping them with whatever medical needs they have, but also, using those opportunities to share the gospel, to share Jesus. And the culmination that week is a big citywide gathering, a citywide worship ceremony, where we hope to be able to share the gospel with just thousands of people. And there's other teams that are going all over across the country of Peru at the same time. Just super excited. Hopefully it's going to be an amazing experience for those people, where so many people are going to get to see and know Jesus through that week that will be down there. But yeah, so thank you so much for being here. If you know me, obviously my schedule, June is a pretty hectic schedule, and so I really never thought that I would be able to go on this trip, but it's just been amazing how God has aligned the pieces together to make everything fall into place. And I'm really just very grateful for my coworkers and Lakeview for helping me make this opportunity happen. So why Peru? Why am I even going here? If you know me, hopefully you know that one of my biggest passions is serving other people and loving other people, especially those that are what we would consider the poor and needy. I spend quite a bit of my time with the volunteer fire department, and also working in a homeless shelter. And a lot of this, for me, comes from Matthew 26. This is a chapter that's really has been written on my heart in so many ways. And so I'm going to share with you just a brief passage from Matthew 26, and it goes like this. We're starting in verse 34. And then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? When did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?" And the king will answer them, "Truly I say to you, as you did it to one of these, the least of my brothers, you did it for me." And that's, to me, just such wow, that just weighs so heavy on my heart, is that response of, when did we see you, Lord? When did we help you? When did we serve you? And God says, when you did it for these, the least of me, my children, my brothers, you did it for me. I think we see this play out in the parable of the Good Samaritan. Hopefully you're familiar with that. I'm not going to read it here, but the parable of the Good Samaritan starts with one of the rulers asking the question to Jesus, "Well, who is my neighbor? Who is my neighbor? I know I'm supposed to help my neighbor, but who is my neighbor?" And Jesus's response is not answering his question at all. In fact, he reframes his question. And Jesus' response to his question of who is my neighbor is, you're wrong. You're asking the wrong question. The question you should be asking is, am I a neighbor? Am I a neighbor? And so, for me, as I look forward to June next year, I'm just so excited to be able to be a neighbor to those people that we're going to meet and serve and share the gospel with in Peru. They are our neighbors, and I'm so excited to be a neighbor for them. So thank you once again for coming. That's a little bit about my story and this trip here. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Shoot me a message or whatnot. But I would be So excited if you would join me on this mission, on this journey, whether that's through prayer, whether that's through financial donations or whatever. I would just be so excited to have your support along the path here. And just thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And we will hopefully talk to you guys soon. Thanks.